All right, guys, over the past week, maybe 2 weeks, I've been showing you examples of these UFOs, captured by NASA, whether it's a, ISS live feed or whatever it may be, a satellite. There's just so many different, different examples of these weird anomalies, UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call them, captured by NASA. And they cover them up, guys. I don't know how to candy coat it for you, but I showed you this example, the Italian woman, okay? We talked about her. We talked about this particular UFO right here, okay? Going back to, what was it, June 2020, not even a month ago, okay? During the live feed, NASA cut the live feed. Now we have the NASA Soho satellite. Basically, it's like the stereo A and B. It monitors the sun and any anomalies around it, solar flares and, all type of like scientific experiments. And, what you're looking at here, okay, this anomaly, this craft, this UFO, it was captured and, you could go to the heliosphere.org and you could view it about 3 weeks ago, right? You can watch a little video. And by the way, you noticed the little vapor trail there. It clearly looks like a UFO to me. But anyway, you could go check it out at the official NASA website. So what did I do? I went back and looked, and guess what, guys? It's completely gone. You can go to the exact date, the exact time. The pictures are gone. The video is gone. The articles are gone. Everything's gone. Because again, these pictures you're looking at right here, they were originally from, the helo.org website, and now they're gone. Completely gone, guys. What is going on? And I'm going to show you guys a video that another channel happened to capture. And, hopefully my video doesn't get removed. I mean, it is copyright free, but I do believe there is look, there's a cover up, guys. I don't know how to candy coat it. This is clearly some type of NASA cover up. This is getting really weird. I mean, all these UFOs, all these anomalies, they're being covered up. And now, they're doing it in broad daylight. Right here. Now, it's going to be a little bit blurry, but you look at this date here, right? June 25th, 2020 at 3:22. Okay, on that day, I went there and there's nothing there. Okay, now about a week, 2 weeks before that, in June, right here in the right-hand corner, this picture I'm blowing up for you, right here, we saw this weird craft, and it was like shooting across, the camera, the picture, the satellite, whatever, right? And like I said, guys, I'm going to share the video. Also, I'm going to show you my connection to NASA. I have a lot of deep roots with NASA. We'll get into that in just a second. And again, I want to show you the video. I'm also going to show you a little educational video on the Soho satellite and what it does and, exactly how it works. Just to, I want to provide further evidence to you guys, so I can paint the picture as clear as possible, right? I want to be as transparent as possible here. Again, the photo you're looking at now, it was here and now it's gone. There isn't any official statement, hey, it was a lens flare, it was a glitch, nothing. They just simply, like I said, they're now covering up UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call it, anomalies. Who knows? It could be something natural. But again, guys, why would they cover this up? Why would they just remove it from the record like it never happened? So, all right, guys, stay tuned. I'm going to show you my connection to NASA and also, like I said, a little educational video.
Soho stands for Solar Heliospheric Observatory, and it's a mission that was launched by ESA, the European Space Agency, and NASA in 1995 to study the sun. The sun is a star, and the universe is made up of stars. But the sun is very close to us. We're able to see the sun in great detail. So if we can understand our sun, then that allows us to have a better understanding of the rest of the stars and consequently the rest of the universe.
All right, guys, what you're looking at here, the original Hubble telescope. And this was taken by a family friend and given to me. You see there, the Hubble telescope. Now, it was taken from Earth, from the ground, actually Ellington Airfield, Ellington Air Base, right? You know, these are original Hubble telescope photos. I just want to show you guys, you know, my connection to NASA. Okay, these here, you're looking at original photos and documentation given to me by my uncle. My uncle worked throughout the Apollo 11 missions and you know, different missions. Right here, you're looking at an original photo of the moon, the ALSEP experiments, okay? You guys are probably familiar with that. The Saturn V rocket, you know, these are original NASA photos. Okay, we'll continue. This is actually a reprint right here. But again, you know, I found a lot of very interesting anomalies, and we'll be going over them. Here's my uncle. We'll call him Uncle H. Now, my uncle, look, the little voice you hear on the Apollo 11 documentaries, one of those voices happens to be my uncle. And, you know, he told me a lot of very interesting things about NASA, and we'll get into it, you know, we'll get into it later, you know, and look, guys, I don't know how much I want to talk about, how much I want to say, but I have a lot of inside information. There is a lot, look, there was just a lot going on. You know, you guys know I live next door to NASA. You know, here's just a bunch of random NASA documents and documentation I have. You know, I have official documents, even the astronaut training. You know, I have all of that. Handwritten notes, you know, secret meetings, private meetings, different things they did on the moon that they didn't talk about in the public. I have it all, guys. Going back to the 60s, 70s, I have all of it. And we're going to talk about some of it on the channel, but I just want to look, I just want to add a little credibility to my channel. You know, when I say that I'm very well connected with NASA, right here, I have hundreds of original photos, again, going back to the moon landing. If you believe we went to the moon, you know, moon landing photos, you know, the shuttle missions, all of it, Hubble, you know, different satellites. Right here, these documents you're looking at right here, these are official NASA documents, you know, private meetings, private conversations, how they're going to film on the moon, how they're going to walk on the moon, you know, all kinds of things. Right here, Apollo 12 astronauts will place a package of instruments on the moon this month, and you know, they're just going into detail here, you know, what they're going to do. Here's my family with, you know, Buzz Aldrin and John Glenn and, you know, all these different astronauts. You know, I grew up with these guys. Again, there's my family in that photo right there. I just want to show you guys these pictures, you know, to just, like I said, to add a little credibility to the channel. You know, here's mission badges that, you know, my family has been involved with. This right here, this was one of the first things to go to the moon. That little piece of wire was actually, you know, on the craft, the first craft that went to the moon, Apollo 11, 1969. Okay, look, I have a ton of documentation. You know, so, and guys, like I said, I'm debating on if I'm going to talk about this on the channel, because I do have a lot of, you know, just I don't know, guys, a lot of things I want to talk about, you know, different, I guess, experiments and things they did on the moon that, you know, you probably haven't heard about, you know, talking about the dark side of the moon, you know, talking about, like, you know, nuclear experiments. I mean, all this crazy stuff they were doing on the moon, you know, how they filmed. I know there's a big debate. How did they film on the moon? You know, I found out there was another monitor inside the module, the moon module, right? I mean, just these crazy things that I've read in these documents. And again, these documents were given to my uncle. You know, he was very well connected. He was, you know, probably one of the most powerful people at NASA. And they were passed down to me. So here we go, guys. Here's the actual video that has disappeared, vanished from NASA record. Now, again, this is the Soho satellite. And you're looking at this huge anomaly, you know, hovering above the sun. And it appears to be, you know, flying off, like under controlled flight. Okay, and now, you know, you could even try, there's different, like, European, the European Space Agency, you could go to their website, check it out, it's gone, disappeared. It says no longer available. You go to the helioviewer.org, the official NASA website, not available. Removed from the record, it doesn't exist. You know, so guys, what is this? You know, let me, here, I don't want my video to run. Let me back it up a little bit. You know, what are we looking at here, guys? If it is a natural anomaly or whatever, then why can't NASA come out and say, yeah, you know, it was a glitch. It was, I don't know, weather balloon, swamp gas. Give us something. But just to completely remove it from record like it never happened, I mean, that smells very fishy to me. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, really, am I reaching here? You know, am I being over dramatic? Am I overthinking this? I mean, is there a scientific explanation? I mean, do I think it's little green men flying around the sun? Probably not, but it could be. I don't know. Who knows, right? But what I can tell you for sure is NASA got rid of it. Now, look, I find that incredibly odd. I mean, I think we all should, right? Why would they remove this? And again, here it is right here. Let me hit pause. I want to hit pause. Right there. When you go look at the helioviewer.org right now, it's completely gone. I put the little radar there, the little overlay, so you guys can see where the original craft was, and it's been wiped away from record. I know I'm repeating myself, but guys, I'm blown away by this. Completely blown away. I mean, I just don't know what... Look, finding these UFOs and these anomalies, it's getting too easy. Like I said, NASA is now covering things up in broad daylight. What is going on, guys? And right here, you know, this was, you know, we called it the Ezekiel's wheel. You know, captured, let me hit pause. Captured by, you know, the satellite, stereo A and B satellite. Now, I've heard this has been debunked, and I'm going to check that out. Again, you know, full transparency here. I want to be honest, I want to be open, I want to get to the bottom of it. I've heard it was like a, you know, something to do with the lens, and you're looking at the crosshairs in the lens. But again, go watch my other video. I made a video about 2 or 3 months ago on my channel. Go check it out. I don't know if I'm buying that. You know, I really don't. But there's a lot of weird anomalies on the sun right now, guys. And again, nothing, you know, nothing should be that close to the sun. You know, especially, and you got to remember the way that video was made. Here, let me back it up. The way it was made is NASA takes, you know, 17, 18, 19, 20 pictures, you know, they basically stitch them together and they make a video. So that's kind of like, you know, an old-timey movie. That's what you're looking at here. You know, a series of photos that were basically stitched together in order to make a video. And again, it was here early June, and now it's gone. So, all right, guys, leave a comment below. What do you think? And also, I'm going to play a few more videos. You guys stay tuned.